I'm Stephen Dargan from Happy Workplaces Ireland and Wake Up. How many of us today have got a chance to be able to play to our strengths? Probably very, very few. Actually, the stats go to show that's roughly about 17% of people in the workplace get a chance to work to their strengths every day. And all through our lives it's probably been that situation. Because I even remember when I was in school in the last 2 years that I spent in school, I did 7 subjects. And out of those 7 subjects, I probably enjoyed doing about 2, possibly 3 of those subjects. And I had 4 other subjects that I had to get tutoring in to try and improve my grades because I was quite weak at these subjects. The only reason I was weak at these subjects was because I wasn't that interested in them. But I spent more time on those weak subjects than I ever got to enjoy those subjects that I really enjoyed doing, the ones that played to my strengths. And the exact same thing happens within our workplaces. I want to share a couple of different sort of thinkers or speakers and books and that kind of stuff that have sort of inspired us to be where we are today. And one of them is this one here, which is done by Gallup. It's Tom Clifton and Tom Rath both wrote this book. And it's based around how to understand what are your strengths and how that could be applied to the workplace. And can you imagine what it would be like if your team all knew, if you and your team all knew what their strengths were, and you could apply them all to the different roles that they do within their projects and in the different roles that they have within work, how much easier your work experience would be and how much more fulfilling it would be for those that are inside of those roles. So this book is brilliant because when you buy it, there's also a link into doing the questions that tell you, and come back then with a report on the 5 strengths that you're best at. Mine are woo, winning over others, futuristic, I'm also self-assured, positivity and empathy are my 5 strengths, and they works perfectly with exactly what I do in my role at this moment in time. And when you get to understand this, then we can slot people into the positions and the roles and the projects that they're going to be best at. Because also what we discover within this, there's 4 dimensions of leadership strengths, and those 4 dimensions are executing, influencing, relationship building, strategic thinking. There are 4 different areas that we need to have a strength in each of them. And sometimes we don't. And I have no strength in executing. So I know when it comes to projects like that involve me sort of putting in sort of some sort of execution, I need to get somebody on board who's really good at one of those strengths. But I'm really good at the other ones, relationship building and influencing, strategic thinking. I know I'm good at those strengths, but I haven't got any over here. And it's a really eye-opening book that you and your team should really look at buying and finding out where your people are. And you'll probably find that people might be far off where their strengths are. And suddenly when you slot somebody into a role where they feel comfortable with, they know that they're really feeling engaged with what they do at work, everything begins to change. So something simple, it's a simple book. It's this book here. It's Tom Clifton's Strengths-Based Leadership. It's from Gallup. It's got lots of really, really interesting research done into this. It's actually quite a short read. It's not as long as you think it might be, but the killer thing is at the very end, then you get to do the questionnaire and you get to find out from the report your strengths, how they're going to affect the way you lead within your organization. And that's the key thing from it. Listen, guys, have a great day, weekend, or whatever it might be. And I'll talk to you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.